Hey, what's up guys, TheCampingRusher here. Today we're talking about, of course, a couple more update things, but also Epic Games has made a lot of people angry, a lot of people happy, and there's a few reasons for it. The big one, or one of the big ones, let's start with it right away, is Epic Games will grant the Island Hopper cosmetics to all players who were unable to complete the quests. Now, obviously this makes a lot of people happy if you didn't put the hours in to complete the quest. The main reason is there were issues, and the challenges weren't functioning correctly. Not everyone was being compensated that were actually completing the quest. So in the end, they provided compensation for everybody. They'd rather give everybody stuff than have guys who did a lot but then don't receive anything. They feel like the balance of angry and happy is best dealt with this way. So if you weren't able to complete the Island Hopper creative quests, you get all the free rewards. That's one of the things that happened in the last 24 hours. Now, something else that was going on, and you may have realized this, it's patched now, but a weird issue from FireMonkey going on in Fortnite right now is if you leave a Battle Royale match right when you're on the bus, you gain 10,800 XP instantly. The XP gain might be different related to based on your account level. And what was going on is there was this accolade, the True Pacifist, and it was granted to players who win a match without damaging an opponent. Obviously, that's an extremely, I would say, hard thing to do. So that's why you get a nice little XP reward. But it was glitched, right? You just leave the match at the bus, and you get a ton of free XP. That's patched now, or at least they've disabled the accolade until it is patched. And we'll talk about another big one near the end of the video. But let's look at a couple of the secret map changes from the big update a couple days ago. Of course, we've talked about the Temple, Bloom, POI, the new Indiana Jones stuff. I'm not going to go into it again because I made a video fully on the challenges, how to unlock the secret door. You can go check that out after if you're still having problems. It's a little tough because you got to get both artifacts in the same game, right? From the ruins and then from the temple. But another thing, the Truckosaurus continues to come to life. The two rusty cars are now forming the legs. We'll keep an eye on these side quests, right? They could be important in live events or things to come, including the Rock family. They've changed again. Now getting more slurp kegs, and the mother has finished many more books. Meanwhile, the child continues to upgrade his sandcastle. They are living life. They're loving the summer. The dad is just pounding slurp kegs. And they're enjoying the beach. I love to see them happy, man. Evie is now an NPC at the Cuddle Cruisers restaurant, and Boat Dock, Midas Restaurant, the POI, has now also been renamed to Syndicate Shoals, too. Panther is another new NPC at the large gas station in the center of the island. Big news from her. We'll go to that in just a second. The Hench Bros have now met up with the Lonely IO Guard, and he has joined them on their activities around the island. We knew this was coming if you're a subscriber to the channel, and also they are doing other activities, even splitting the group of 4 into 2s for even more each match. So I think it's just that you can find them in different spots each match. Remember, they are driving that car around, so just be careful when you shoot at a car if it looks like that. It could be these guys, and they don't mean any harm. I'm sure if you shoot at them, they'll shoot back, though. I haven't actually tried, I just assume. Let's talk about that Panther NPC. So Panther is an IO agent working to infiltrate the Seven, and there's some unique dialogue based on the character you are. The first one, if you are Dr. Sloan, she says this: "Doctor, you made it." I don't know if this confirms, right? I don't know if this confirms that in the live event, Dr. Sloan did not die. I don't think she's gone, honestly. I think they're going to find a way to bring her back. And the debate is here because she's literally saying it out loud. "Doctor, you made it," right? It sounds like she definitely made it, but it could just be like an in-game reaction, not necessarily lore canon storyline, if you know what I mean, right? Just because you're wearing the Sloan skin, she's surprised, but Sloan's not actually alive. You're just wearing the skin. Let me know what you think about this one. But I think she's still alive. And I think this is hinting towards it. With Gunner, it's just you and me now, huh? Which again, that kind of goes directly against the Sloan thing. If it's just them two left with the IO. Foundation, who, me? I love the Seven. Look at my helmet. And then her default one is, I guess, Operation Black Tabby is over. So there's some of the stuff yeah, she's an interesting character. We'll keep our eye on her as we get into more storyline stuff this season. Remember, with the Fortnite Block 2.0 arriving at Tilted Tower soon, 3 of the buildings will be community creations. And how it's going to work is funding stations will be at each construction site to vote between creations and will cost 50 gold per vote. Inferno is also the servicer, so he will be kind of guiding you in making your choice. Yeah, so instead of funding an unvault, we now get to choose which building becomes part of Tilted Towers. I love this, by the way. There's some audio as well, probably one of the quests. I'm not sure where it's attached, but the 0 point shockwaves are getting worse. The scientist also tells us this is the time to worry, right? The 0 point's free, it's in the water. We know things, you know, that's why the POIs are starting to change. It's not a good thing. We don't know why it's not a good thing, but get worried, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure we'll start finding out in, 2 weeks to a month, probably a month. It's not as close as I think. Probably a month after the Epic team gets back. We are getting new No Sweat Summer quests. The summer event is not over. It just hasn't really happened yet. There are quest line names: No Sweat Sponsorship, Marketing, and Product Recall. These are for Battle Royale. We're just waiting to see, what it's about. Along with that, Fortnite did add a floating skate park this update, and this confirms that we will be getting the skating mechanic, which is going to be a skateboard, I'm sure, vehicle, right? And again, I think that's going to be next update before the Epic team goes on break. We'll get the new POI, we'll get the new skating mechanic, the quests. Next one's going to be big. This isn't confirmed. I know I keep saying that, but the big indicator is Epic team going on a 2-week break. That's when they've done the summer event every single time. Load us up with content while they go take a breather. We just thought their breather would be a month ago, as it usually is, but they've delayed it a month for whatever reason. Here are the cards part of the Magic the Gathering times Fortnite collab. They're set to release July 21st, 12 p.m. Eastern time in limited stock. So there's nothing coming to Fortnite. This was announced a long time ago. But yeah, if you're a Magic fan, there are now Fortnite cards involved in the game. The new Stark 7 wrap has been decrypted. This is the free or bonus cosmetic you get for the code in the upcoming Zero War #2 comic. July 13th is the release date. I cannot wait. That will be, again, a little bit of dose of storyline lore stuff that we've been missing and waiting for. It's cool. I mean, there's a couple reactions, right? Blue light glows while shooting. Red lines slowly glow and unglow. Just naturally reactive. For those having issues with the Indiana Jones quest to finish top 5 in a match, one of the hard ones, right? There's a few hard ones. That's one of them. Epic actually set the quest criteria to survive until there are 5 players or less left. So it's not top 5. I think it's worded incorrectly. So you need to be, if it's squads, there can only be 5 guys left. So basically, you got to win the match. This is how it's going to work, or a second or third place. 5 people left. That's why people are having issues. And then finally, this is a big one back to the Epic Games, making some people happy, some people angry. This one makes people happy. Epic implemented another anti-cheat system called Bifron on top of the 2 existing ones, Easy Anti-Cheat and Battle Eye. It makes cheating harder, and it's also the reason why in-game leaks didn't happen today. So yeah, Fortnite's currently broken on Windows 7 as well. So yeah, there were some leak issues, but overall, cheaters aren't appearing as much. They're getting punished harder. They're getting banned harder. And I am all for it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Talk soon. Goodbye.